test and tune on the video I just did converting a 3120 Racine rail saw into a chainsaw. If you haven't watched that video, go back and watch that before you watch this one. Basically, it was a rail saw. It had a cutoff wheel on the front, and I converted it to accept a chainsaw bar, and yeah, fully converted it over to cutting wood. It is a 3120, it is not a K model, so it was possible to convert it. I ran it 5 cuts already, tuned it a little bit. It just has a muffler mod, base gaskets there, inside of the cylinder was beautiful. Put a carb kit in it and crank seal on the PTO side just because I had it torn apart. There's no sense of not putting one in when you got the oiler assembly off on these. So yeah, this is part 2 of that video, and I'll make a couple cuts with her, and then she'll probably be up for grabs because I have no use for a 25-pound saw. So a little Army issue ear protection in, so I'm sure it works, because there's never any lawsuit commercials on for the Ear Pro. Well, that didn't sound good, did it? I know I had it tuned good. I'm going to tear it apart here and see what happened. And it's completely my fault. I already figured out what happened. We've got a bolt missing. That is not good. She made it in there. I'm pretty much going to call it because I can look through the exhaust and the piston. The wrist pin completely ripped out of the piston, so probably just trashed the entire top end of this saw. I'll tear it down a little bit farther and we'll see how bad it is. And it's not good. That bolt made it into the intake. I don't know if the top end's trashed yet. I'll have to get the piston out of there, what's left of it. But these things happen. Been repairing chainsaws for 18 or 20 years, and this is the first time it's ever happened to me. But hey, when you're a mechanic, sometimes you miss stuff. At least it was my saw, and at least it happened to me before I gave it to somebody else or got rid of the thing. But here she is. I'll show you the damage. That piston is done, and the rest of her is right up in there. We caught the intake side with the bolt. I'm assuming the bolt is somewhere down in here. So that didn't go as planned, and luckily this was my conversion deal, which I didn't have much into it. I don't know, we'll see how the cylinder is. I guess now, if the bottom end isn't ruined, it's a good candidate for some port work, because I don't think I can, in good conscience, actually sell this or even give it to somebody else at this point. But yeah, not really how I planned on ending the day, blowing up a 3120, but it does happen.